my friends, Jason, Jason told me that people wanted to know about the Blitz. And I said, I forgot about it. I said, the Blitz, the Blitz. I said, let me go on my website because I remember I wrote an article about the Blitz. And when I went to my website, I was like fascinated to realize that I made that video, not video, I mean an article, over 50 years ago. I said, holy shit. Oh, way over 50 years ago. I said, holy shit. And when I looked at the video and I realized uh, that the things that I was saying in the video apply 1,000% today. This is 55 years ago. Because you see, we were really in there trying to experiment and learn and experiment and see how the body reacts. We weren't in here bullshitting people, pretending that we knew what was going on. We had no feel, no idea what was going on. See, it's a whole new era today. And these guys, as I said before, should thank the God of YouTube because without it, you can forget it. All they got to be able to do is read the magazines and dream. But now they're experts. They come out with a pimple on the arm and they know everything about bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is a lifetime experience if you really want to know and know what it feels like and what to do. So when Jason told me that, I said, well, I said, I can't remember the article even though I put it up on my website quite a while ago. So I went on the website and I said, wow, I started reading about it. And I said, where did I get the Blitz from? I was trying to remember where I get, and then I remembered, I was a real student of the Second World War and how Hitler ran through Europe. And he used what they call the Blitz attack, which was unheard of before he used it. It's a combination of air power, infantry, and armor, all at once. But the war before that, World War I, used to do trenches, these guys facing each other like in the Revolutionary days, and charging at each other and shooting at each other. Hitler involved encirclement and all of because he had the tanks and everything, things that was like mind-boggling. He went through Europe like you slice a piece of bread. And that fascinated me. So when we were talking about the routines we were doing, I said, it's like the Blitz. And that's how I got that word, the Blitz routine, because it was so in our mind how dramatic that was in the Second World War. I'm giving you guys a history lesson, and probably after you fall asleep. But I wanted to let you know that's where the name comes from. You see, because I was very much into the history of things, and World War II, it's fascinated me, the whole war and so forth. Anyhow, when I had to read the article to refresh me because it was so long ago, I had no idea it was so long ago. And the whole idea of the Blitz is that you would take and you would do, say we would take 3 exercises out of our routine and do maybe 20 sets for the exercises. I mean, plus the routine. So we would do that near the end there, like every other day. We do that on a day we supposed to be off. Then we take 3 extra days because we would be shot and we wanted the body. And we didn't really even know the body to say, hey, I got to prepare these guys. I got the body is so beautiful. People just don't appreciate that the body talks to you. They just don't have enough sense to interpret it. It tells you. That's why when you pull a muscle, you get sore. You don't recoup. That's the body talking to you. And when you ignore it, you pay the price. So we would do that, and we would more or less trauma shock that muscle, which has never been worked like that before. But we knew through instinct and feeling and being at training that you needed a good long rest to prepare the body to build that reserve up again. And after we took 3 days, or sometimes 4, mostly 3 days, we came back, ran ago. The body was, everything reacted like we just started training again. The whole body's pumped up, and it's a great feeling, We felt so excited about what we were doing. And we just brought it together by observing and applying. And that takes years. So I want to tell you guys, I really didn't want to talk about the Blitz because it's not for beginners. You got to have a nice, solid foundation to do this. Don't I know how you young guys are? I was young, I didn't start this when I was 40. I started when I was 10. I know the steps you go through. We were 18, 19 when we were doing that kind of stuff. We had been training 6, 7 years, sometimes some guys 5 years. I think I was training about close to 4 to 5 years. So you got to get a foundation. You don't necessarily have to train that long, but you got to get a foundation to do that. And you got to know why. I don't recommend anybody that's been training at less. Well, today is a little different because you got all these fortified nutritionists. We didn't have that. But I don't recommend, if you haven't had at least a good solid half year under your belt, to even look at something like this. It's very dramatic, very traumatizing on the muscle, unless you have the muscle memory, the muscle build up to handle something like the Blitz, you see. And that's why I'm saying, beginners, if you're a guy just starting, you don't get carried away. I know I'm stupid to say it, because you waste your time. Your body can't handle it. But if you have some training under your belt, it will shoot you. It will really traumatize your training, you see. And that's the difference between work and training, the intensity of it. If work itself built the body, the best built men in the world would be truck loaders. They work all day loading trucks. How come they don't have no muscles? It's not intense enough. It's not concentrated enough. That's the thing. Maximum stress in the shortest period of time is like an electric shock to the muscle. And that's what makes it grow. And that's why we tried the Blitz. But we're smart enough to know you don't do the Blitz every day. And we're smart enough to know to take time and watch the body regenerate and get raring to go. And when you go back after 3 days, you're so full of energy, boy, you want to crash through your exercises. But that's the basis of the Blitz. It's just we take a few exercises and we shock the muscle into an unbelievable stress that we knew. We do set after set and fairly not light stuff, pumping up stuff that, where you really had to do. We never did more than 10 reps. That was a rule in the gym. More than 10 reps, you were tiring the muscle, not working the muscle. We wanted to work the muscle. There's so many things to learn. But the point is, that's my thing on the Blitz, and I just wanted to let you know. And we used glutamine then. I didn't realize glutamine was that far back, but we used it. And I'm trying to remember. Did we use glutamine? Yeah, of course. I wrote articles using glutamine. But it wasn't as known as it is now. The real benefits of it is not known like it is now. But that's the thing on the Blitz. Now, got any questions? Make a comment or email. But that's the basis of the Blitz. And I want you to know the reason I haven't promoted it and then go back to it, because I almost forgot about it, is for the reason that I don't want guys that are introduced for the first time to bodybuilding to say, "Oh, that's what I'm going to do." Well, you won't last long mentally if you do that. As a matter of fact, you won't be able to do it anyhow. Okay, my friends, my regular audience know what's coming. And if you don't know what's coming, it's coming. To be continued.